Okay, guys, so we back here at the park at Deveraux. Everything is excellent. Excellence everywhere. We're going to get things started. Shout out again to my man Mike and everybody that's here. All right, excellent. So, yeah, so just get everybody around. Then I'm going to introduce you now.
All right.
Okay, again, everybody, welcome to the CPNG Skill Shop. We're going to get started. Again, I already introduced the panel. Thank everybody for showing up. We're going to dim the lights in about half an hour, and as soon as the guy gets back to me, it's all good. So since we're going to get started right on time, I'm going to introduce Ms. Chanel Hines for nonprofit. Everybody give her a round of applause.
Founder and principal of the organization myself, and my focus is on nonprofit finance and operations management. I also work with small businesses. I actually put some information online. I was requesting feedback from people about if they had any questions about nonprofits, and I don't believe I got any feedback, so I'm just going to do one thing today. We'll be having a realistic conversation about nonprofits, starting them, what they are, and why you should or shouldn't consider them, okay? All right, so to start off with, I want to give you the true definition of what a nonprofit is. I will read this. I have 2 pages of notes. I'm going to read through them. I usually have a PowerPoint. So a nonprofit is a tax exempt. It's tax exempt under the IRS code 501c3 as a public charity or a foundation because they are formed to provide public benefit. There are over 29 different 501c's, so 501c3 is specifically for public charities and foundations, but there are many types of 501c organizations for tax deductions. IRS determines if you're a public charity or a foundation, where the state is the one who gives you the definition or the determination that you would be a nonprofit or not. And both applications can be found online. IRS Form 1023 is the one you fill out for the charitable organization, and your PA article and corporation for nonprofits would be what you fill out to become a nonprofit status and considered the state. So for those of you who might not be completely familiar with what nonprofits are, what they do, there are quite a few, and you'd be surprised of some things that are considered nonprofits that make a lot of money. So for example, hospitals are nonprofits, schools, when I say schools, I'm talking about colleges, universities, as well as charter schools, religious institutions. Now they're nonprofits, I think most people know that they're nonprofits to the point where they don't even have to submit a form 1023, as long as they're a church or a religious institution, they don't have to do any of that stuff. Big Brothers and Big Sisters, United Way are also some big ones. But most people don't realize that most nonprofits are small, with budgets under $500,000 and with less than 5 staff. So it gives you an idea of just how many we have out here. So I often ask my clients when I start working with them, I usually start with a lot of small nonprofits who are just getting up and running and trying to find funding and figure out what they're doing. And my first question to them is always, why do you want to start a nonprofit? It's a very important question. Most important piece about that is that there are thousands of nonprofits, not only in the country, I think there's at least 1 million in the country. There's also thousands in Philadelphia alone. So what you're doing, someone's probably already doing, right? The number of nonprofits over the last 10 years has grown faster, at a rate faster than the money that people are giving to nonprofits is growing. So there's more nonprofits out here competing for the same amount of money. So that's another reason the resources aren't really there. So it's another question as to why we want to start one. Just giving people ideas and things they should know. Another thing you should know about a nonprofit, the startup is time-consuming and expensive, just like a for-profit business. In most cases, I will tell you, if you want to start a nonprofit, don't quit your day job because you're going to need that money to start your nonprofit. It costs just as much money to get established. And for most of the money that you are looking forward or competing for, you're competing with those giants, especially the ones in Philadelphia. You have the Nets and the APMs. There's a bunch of them here, but you also compete with United Way and a couple of those other big ones as well when they come up with pilot programs that are doing the same things that you're doing. It just makes life a little more difficult, but it's worth it for some people. Very important thing that everyone should know about nonprofits is that you don't own a nonprofit, you never will. You can found it, you can create something, but it's not yours. Nonprofits are owned by the public. If you do it right, you'll have a good board, and if you mess up, they'll get rid of you. Okay? So don't think because you started a nonprofit you own business, you don't. And then I also always like to tell people that nonprofits should be run just like for-profit organizations. You do want to make a profit. nonprofit world we call it net income. So you do want some income at the end of the year, but the only difference is you don't take that net income or profit and give it to your stakeholders, you reinvest in income. There is a possibility of that reinvestment is giving yourself a raise, but you have to think about, is that really a good use of resources when you have a nonprofit? It's better to reinvest in additional program to the organization. And then of course there's compliance for nonprofit, just like any other organization. So you have to complete the IRS Form 990 every year, and that is what you have to do just to maintain your tax exempt status. Most important part for some of the donors is that you are tax exempt so they can write off their donation to you. And then you also always want to do annual financial statements, and you do need a CPA for that. But the transparency is very important, because when people are looking to fund you, not only will they go on GuideStar and look at your 990s for the last 3 to 5 years, they'll also want to know how much money you've been making, how you've been spending it, and what the outcome has been for you. So it's very difficult to get funding for a small new nonprofit because you don't really have any outcomes. So if you can figure out a way, you start a nonprofit, you can figure out a way to make no money work for you. So if there are programs and things you can do for free, or get people to donate their time and services to providing, then you'll be better off with starting an organization. Okay. The next piece of this I think is important is things that are important to consider before you start a nonprofit. I always say people should create a business plan. A business plan allows you to think through it completely and thoroughly, and make sure you're making the right decision. Make sure you have a viable plan, a sustainable plan that people will actually want to buy into and put money towards. So the one important piece of this is, what is your goal? When you do your business plan, you talk about your mission, your vision, your target market, and your opportunity. So the opportunity is really, what is the opportunity outside? Who is going to need this assistance? Who is going to be our clients? Who are going to be our target market? Who are going to be the ones that pay us? That's where we have to do that research and find out if there's something out there. And then you have competitors. You have competitors just like a for-profit business. Find out who your competitors are and try to make yourself a niche organization so that you stand out from the rest. The next item is there a need for your service is there a need for the service you'll provide, or can you partner with another organization that already provides that service? I always suggest that people want to do competitive analysis and a SWOT analysis. If you have been through any business school, they have taught you SWOT analysis, basically your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Having a holistic view of your business and what impacts it has to the community, as well as what impacts the community has on it. How will you cover your costs? It's very, very important to figure out what your fundraising plan is. You can't just assume that all your family and friends will love you and donate to your organization. That's great. The first year they might, and you might make $5,000, but they won't continue to just support the organization if you're not producing. And you can't just depend on a small group of people to continue to help you. You have to grow. You have to get to a certain place, and until you actually get real funders and look at different people outside of your network, then you won't be even able to support yourself, the organization, or pay yourself a salary. That's what you do want to get to. Next, do you have the right team? When I say do you have the right team, I'm talking about the key people in your organization, the people who do the work, but also your board members. You need to have the right people to support your mission. You have to have people have a legal background, accounting background, marketing background, all these people who can help you with your business. And they're pretty much free, the board members. You don't have to pay them. They just come and give you their feedback and show you how to move. But the key stakeholders, you want to make sure you have people that, one, you can pay them, and two, that they actually know what they're doing and is doing the best for the organization. Not just to, make money and take your information and take it somewhere else, or pull information from other places. You really want it to be something that can grow. You really want these people to be people that can grow and have true expertise in the business or an organization. How will people learn about the organization? So I know I have a lot of marketing people here, so I'm going to plug you guys. You need a marketing plan. It's not just about social media. Please don't think it is. A lot of people who donate money, even though it's a lot of older people who are not on the internet. They might be on Facebook, and I know a lot of people don't like to actually do social media on Facebook, but that's probably the best place to go to get funding, because you have all the grandmoms and the grandpas and the aunties, and then just those people who just want to support other people on there. But just remember that it's not just about social media. You need to have a public relations plan, a marketing plan, advertising plan, and a sales plan, depending on what you're doing. How will your service be delivered? This is really where I come in, the process, how you truly make it happen, and operationalization of it. So actually creating an operation that can sustain and make sure the work happens over and over again. Streamlined process. And lastly, where do you want to go from here, which is the most important piece. What is your strategy? Where are you today? Where do you want to be tomorrow? Where do you want to be in the future? So you start by where you are today, how you get to your short-term plan, 3 to 5 years, how do you get to your long-term plan, which is 5 to 8 years, 10 years, and then what's your exit strategy? Just like any for-profit business, what are you going to do when you're ready to retire, when you're ready to move on and do something bigger? I know you don't own the organization, but as you back out from being executive director or whatever your position is, who's coming in, who's taking over, what are you going to do there? So in summary, I basically made it sound like it's not a good idea to start a nonprofit. I'm just trying to be realistic with people. Nonprofits are awesome. They help people. They're rewarding. And they can lead to change. Economic, political, policy, environmental change. You can truly move with nonprofit organizations. But my key piece of information for you is that you need to be thoughtful. Don't waste the resources, the people's time, the people's money. Okay? So that's when it comes to JK Consulting. If you need help walking through the project life cycle of a nonprofit, come to me. I do strategy, grant management, process improvement, and project management. So if you need anything,
Thank you.
yes, I'm sorry. I have to run because Louis started late. I have some cards over here. If you need anything, please feel free to contact me if we run out of cards. I'm also in the group, so just say Chanel, like write my name and I'll follow you.
Okay. Again, thank you, Chanel, for breaking us down with the nonprofit nation. In short, everything is cool. So you guys already know who I am, so I'm gonna get right to it. My name is Louis Jones III. I started the Cool People's Networking Group October the 17th, 2014. And it is a group, hey, how you doing? It's a group to basically promote people for free. So in short, if you know me personally, I'm very passionate about helping people out. I'm very passionate about getting people to their goals. And I'm serious about that, and I believe in surrounding myself with sharp people. All the panel is sharp. I talk to them personally, some more than others, but I just keep it real. So in short, I'm really proud of the group and where it's going. I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of a background information. Some people know me for like a decade and still don't even know that much about me, so here it is. Excuse me. I live in the East Oak Lane part of the city. I went to G-Dub High School. The performer, the comedian who's going to be coming, Mel Harris, he went there. Me and him both went to school with Kevin Hart, so you can imagine how that is. I went to Millersville. That's where my heart is, but I had to change my major. So I changed my major. I went to Penn State Abington, graduated in business. And right after I did business, I took real estate at this school called Poly Insurance. So I passed the real estate exam. I really didn't use the real estate license like that. I concentrated on life insurance. And that's where I met Sharif over Mendenhall Life Insurance. So it's excellent. So I do a whole bunch of things, but that's really not important. What's important is the people that are here today. I'm just going to give people a little bit of things about etiquette when it comes to business. And I remember some of the things that Wesley Brown talked about also when it came to like branding your business. In short, you actually can overdo it sometimes. Because some people, they plug and promote too much. You want to make sure that you're right in the middle. So what I mean by that is, like Chanel was saying, you want to take advantage of social media. Back in the day, people had to like go to cars. They had to put flyers on cars, knock on doors. Like some people had to use the phone book. Take advantage of social media. You can do things quicker. Like, I'll give you an example. Sometimes you can post on the Cool People's Network. You can tag somebody. Share it. Hello? Okay. You can tag it. You can have it shared if somebody's feeling you. They can come in contact with you. You can come to events like this in person. Pass your business cards out in short. So that's also another good thing. Now, let's talk a little bit about etiquette. I don't know if you guys remember about 3 to 4 years ago, party promoters went, well, I can't say that. Party promoters went crazy about people's inboxes. That's not really cool. The best thing is to just do it moderately or direct people to your page or like to send a link or whatnot. Hold on. And then another good thing, oh yeah, let me definitely get some, listen to some shout outs. Shout out to Donnie, I know y'all watching. Charles Roberts has an event July 7th. That's going to be in the Boucherloo. We always support him. And there are a couple other things. But I'm going to come back on the microphone again and talk a little bit more about the Cool People's Networking Group. But for the sake of time, I'm going to pass the mic to my man Keith Carney Jr. And he's going to tell you guys about accounting. Give him a round of applause.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? I also have with me my partner Waida. For one of my partners, we actually work with TP Taxes, an accounting firm. She's going to talk about it.
Hello everyone, my name is Waida Bruin. My apologies, I'm really hot. We did a photo shoot today, so it's been a long day today. But TP Taxes consists of 5 accountants. We are a tax preparation company that also provide financial services as well. Our goal is to provide our clients with maximum tax return as well as a comprehensive financial education. We also like to give advice so that they can achieve their financial goals, and we provide these services at an affordable rate.
I want to talk a little bit about when and why you should reach out to an accountant. First and foremost, a lot of people don't believe it, but even for your personal taxes, you should really reach out to an accountant, even if it's one time. We're going to talk a little bit briefly about that a little later on. Other situations, as far as personal reasons anyway, you might run into inheritance issues, estate issues, people pass and they leave property and stuff like that. That happens every day because people pass every day, unfortunately. So an accountant can help you prepare with those situations. As far as businesses goes, it's a lot of small businesses out here that is thriving and some are not. And from my experience, because I spent a lot of time in the corporate world as well, a lot of our small businesses don't kind of comprehend that financial piece of financial reporting and recording and things like that. An accountant can definitely help you out with those kind of things. Business taxes also have to be compliant with a lot of things. You don't want a lawsuit or the city coming down on you and you're not complying with something. So an accountant again can help you with those kind of things. We basically give sound financial advice even when we do your taxes. We're going to show you how to conquer the taxes, how to avoid some taxes, and what can you do to improve your tax situation. A lot of people don't even understand the W-4 form that is kind of the starting basis of taxes. So that's just a brief synopsis of there are a lot of reasons why you should reach out to an accountant. You don't have to hire one full time. You can do contracts with them. Some you can even pay by
Wait till
the
camera
hour.
time.
But I really think it's worth it to have an accountant. We want to talk a little bit more about some personal taxes. But if you have any business questions or concerns for any business people, please see me afterwards.
I'm just going to give some tips on personal tax returns. As Keith was saying with the W-4s, the W-4s is very important that it's filled out correctly. A lot of people don't understand that with the W-4, that determines whether or not you're paying enough in taxes or you're paying too little in taxes. People like to save money now and receive a higher paycheck and don't understand because your allowance is so high, you pay less in taxes, you're going to end up owing the IRS during the tax season. Some people offset that by having a good amount of credits and deductions to claim. But for most people, you can end up owing the IRS thousands of dollars. So, we recommend to our clients to lower your allowance on your W-4s. Make sure you update it at least once a year, especially when your lifestyle changes. Having a family, things of that nature. Also, try to be more organized. It can make things easier for your tax preparation person, your accountant, to be able to take care of your taxes in a timely fashion and make sure you get all of the credits and deductions that you deserve. Now, for the lifestyle changes, part of it is becoming a new homeowner. You want to make sure that you have your 1099 so you can put your mortgage statement and your property tax that you're paying, because those are deductions that can be claimed on your case. Now, for instance, in the event of a divorce, you need to figure out things such as how to divide credits and deductions and how to account for dependents. Another important consideration is your filing status. A lot of people assume that they're just a head of household. They assume that that you get the most tax credits being a head of household. But if you don't have any kids or if you're married, you can't claim that status. It's either single, married, filed jointly, or separately. But a head of household is someone that has a dependent. Life even might also simply be celebrating your birthday. If you're 59 and a half or older, you can withdraw your funds from your retirement account without having to pay the 10% early distribution penalty. And lastly, now the estimated payments, and these are for people that are Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, many opportunities to generate extra income, yet the taxes can get complicated because you are a contractor and you're responsible to withhold your own taxes, which people do not do as well when they're under independent contractor. So this means that you must quarterly file for your income taxes, Social Security, and your Medicaid. And if this doesn't happen, it can cause you to have some penalties with the IRS.
But I hope everybody here got a good piece of accounting. Like I said, especially for business people, if you have business questions afterwards, please see me. It's a lot of things we can talk about business. And the thing I can tell you about accounting actually means the language of business.
Hold on, one quick question. I used to work for an accounting firm real quick. What do you have to say about people mixing their personal expenses in with accounting? Is that like idea, or is it like something that you try to stay away from?
Mixing personal and business expenses together?
Yeah.
So would this be for a business owner?
Yes.
So depending on what type of business they have, they actually can do it, but that depends on what type of business you have. There's plenty of different businesses, sole proprietor, LLC, S Corp, corporation. So another reason why you need an accountant is legal structure you got to understand too. So depending on what legal structure you're in, that would determine the answer to that.
All right, that's cool. All right.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's have one more round of applause for Keith and Wahid. So, as I said before, we're going to have one more speaker. Then I'm going to give you guys a sample of the open mic night with Miss Serena Joy. Shout out to my man, Let's Get It. He just got here. They have the jerk chicken. Mike, turn the camera around and show them the jerk chicken. The setup. Yeah, that's the setup, y'all. We're watching at home. Shout out to the people watching at home on live. I think we got about 4 or 5 people. Okay. So the next person that I'm going to introduce is a guy who's sharp. He knows his stuff. I worked in the office with him for a short while, and he blew the office up. He knows about life insurance. Everybody take note. Life insurance is important to have. Do not underestimate life insurance. Some people use that as an investment. Some people use it. Well, you know what? I'm saying too much. He's going to talk about that. Here he is.
Said I'm an insurance agent. The company that I work for is called Family First Life. I'm pretty much licensed in any type of life insurance you could think of. Mortgage protection. Can y'all hear me? Am I decent? Mortgage protection. What up, son? So pretty much I got it. Right, so as I mentioned before, I'm an insurance agent. I deal with life insurance. Pretty much mortgage protection, final expense, whole life. Anything that's got to do with life insurance, I deal with. I'm very passionate about it. I've been doing life insurance for the past 6 years. I started out in real estate, moved over to life insurance, and I love it. People ask, what is life insurance? I'm looking at my books and my phones. People ask, what is life insurance? Life insurance pretty much is having coverage on a loved one, having coverage on yourself. Because if something was to happen to you, God forbid, it leaves something for your significant others, your kids, your family, whomever. Life insurance is extremely important. Extremely important. A lot of people don't take or don't really think of the value of insurance, or don't really know how much they need insurance until they need insurance. Life insurance pretty much covers yourself, your children, anyone that you may take care of, anyone that you have some type of interest in. Types of insurance are there. Like I mentioned before, there's mortgage protection. Mortgage protection pretty much is everything is under the umbrella of life insurance, whereas though you can set up a life insurance policy, whereas though you can help pay off your mortgage quicker. They have different programs where though everything that you put into the insurance, at the end of 20 years, you'll get everything back. So you get a big chunk of change back to help pay off your mortgage early. Life insurance is actually very affordable also. A lot of times people think that they don't qualify for it. They think that they just don't have enough money to pay for it. And I tell people all the time, like I meet with clients every day, and I tell them, listen, I'd rather have a little bit of something than a whole lot of nothing any day. You know, my main thing is, how I feel about it is the fact that I want to make sure that, this is just me personally, I want to make sure that God forbid anything happens to me, my loved ones are taken care of. I'm married, I have a 19-year-old, I have a 3-year-old, and my wife is pregnant. Plus I got to take care of my mom. So if something happened to me, that's who's responsible. I'm responsible for it. So I got a ton of insurance on myself, whereas though I sleep good at night, because God forbid if I leave here and don't make it home, my folks is covered. And I try to portray that to everyone, each and every person I talk to. I tell them the same thing. Listen, don't be selfish. Don't wait until it's too late to try to get some type of coverage. I'm licensed with about 20 different carriers, so pretty much I got something for everybody. Do we have any questions for me or anything at this point?
So I recently I got life insurance for myself last year.
Okay.
Because I just don't want to be a GoFundMe if something happened. So, but with my family, do it automatically go to the next of kin, or you can assign who you want to, have your funds if something happens?
That's a great question. What happens when you fill out your life insurance policy, you put on there who your beneficiaries are.
Mm-hmm.
It could be one beneficiary, it could be multiple, right? You can even have it whereas though you have contingent beneficiaries, whereas though if something was to happen to, let's say you and your spouse together, it go to the kids, or whomever, but you can break it down.
Okay.
So that's a great question. Any other questions? Please feel free, members of the
Hold it.
I'm sorry.
I got like a regular question. There are different categories of life insurance. There is, of course, there's term insurance, universal insurance, some weird one that begins with an S. I forgot the name of it. Term insurance, would you say that's good for people who plan on switching up at the end, or would you like what's the deal with term insurance?
Another great question. Personally, I like term insurance, right? I think if you qualify for term insurance, it's a great thing. I like all types of life insurance. But term insurance lasts for a period of time. You got your 10, 15, 20, 30 year different policies, right? So at the end of that term, so a lot of times, a lot of people get term up front. They just get more bang for your buck and it's cheaper. Like me, I got a ton of term on myself. So what happened to me, my people's is good. I also have whole life also. Whole life lasts your entire lifetime. So you won't outlive your whole life. Generally, what typically my expertise, I tell people if you don't get term, also think about down the road getting a whole life policy as well. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, that's good. And then the other one where people have like a cash value. What's up with the life insurance policy where it has like a cash value,
Right.
and it like builds up over time?
Right, so that's universal life and it's also whole life. Whereas it generates cash value as time goes on. You actually pull money out of it as well. And it's very good also because, like I said, with those type policies, you won't outlive your policy. Especially if you won't outlive policy. Something will happen to you. If you have the cash value in there that you didn't pull out, that just adds on to the benefit. Something happened to you, it adds on to the payout. So if you have a $50,000 policy, $100,000 a whole life policy, and you have $10,000 in cash, and something was to happen to you, you never pulled out the $10,000. And once something do happen to you, that's what God forbid, it'll pay out the 110, let's just do 100,000. It's a great thing. They even have something where as though, like I mentioned before, it's a return print. You get everything that you put into it back. I love it. You can use this also as not just the coverage on yourself, but you also can use this as an investment because if you have a life insurance policy, whereas though you have it for 20 or 30 years, and every dime you put into it, at the end of it, you get it back. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like a great savings plan. I know I have one of myself, whereas though in 20 years, I'm going to get about 40 grand back. I'll take that. I'll take that. All day. You kidding me? I love it. Anything else?
I have a question. You said some people say they can't get life insurance. Right. What are some things that people may think they can get, like maybe they have like bankruptcy or mental issues,
right,
that can get life insurance that they don't know?
That's a good question. A lot of times, depending on the company, see, with me, I pretty much get anybody covered, right? But what happens a lot, especially amongst certain people, they wait until the last minute, whereas though some type of health issue might erupt. They might have had a heart attack recently, or cancer popped up. Whereas though most companies, they won't get covered. As far as bankruptcy, that doesn't play a part. But that's why I always stress: listen, if you're thinking about getting insurance, get it. Because what you don't want to wait until something happens to you.
Right.
Whereas though you're considered uninsurable. Whereas a person like me, I'll figure out a way. Because I have so many different carriers I deal with. However, a policy will be much higher for you at that point. You don't qualify for all the other perks that you might qualify for before. Did that kind of answer your question, my man? Anybody else?
I just want to say before we part ways with Lane, make sure that you stop to see my wife. She's been appointed the task of trying to put together insurance packages for all the employees. So
Okay.
I'll be a good connection with you.
My man, I appreciate you. Anybody else? And then please ask.
Yeah, I just got to double up. The first question is what is mortgage protection?
Mortgage protection pretty much. Whereas if you get a most people that just get a home, get a 30-year mortgage, right? They say their main goal is something happened to me, I want to cover the house, right? Sometimes they will look at it on the aspect of, this is not for everybody, but sometimes they look on the aspect of, I don't necessarily want insurance because I'm not getting nothing back, right? So I say, well, what about your car insurance? If you don't get into an accident, you still got insurance on your car. So this is just God forbid something to happen to you. But the mortgage protection kick is if you got a 30-year mortgage, you get a 20-year policy, whereas though in 20 years you'll get a lump sum of money back that could cover the additional 10 years of your mortgage. So you can pay off your mortgage quicker that way.
Okay, I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but some of the people got questions at home too.
Absolutely. Sure.
So, in short, what's up with pre-existing conditions? Yeah.
Depending on what the condition is, depending on what the condition is, depending on how old the person is, depending on other circumstances, I could get a lot of people covered. I could get more people covered than just the standard company, the different companies. But pre-existing condition, a lot of times people refuse or automatically think I can't get coverage, right? And because of that, they don't even take the time to see about getting covered. That's when they meet with me, I go over everything, and I try to make sure I get you covered, period.
Okay.
I'm very passionate about getting people covered because I believe in it. I wholeheartedly believe in it. I believe in it to the fullest. So that's my job to see what I can do to get anybody covered, But like I say, just don't wait until it's too late, because if you got a condition that just erupted yesterday, it'll be a little harder versus if you had it for a couple of years. Anything else? Please shoot them at me.
Now, how do you think life insurance will affect those if the Trump administration changes the Affordable Care Act?
We said how would it affect it if the Affordable Care Act changes?
Because with the Affordable Care Act, a lot of people that are already being treated for their conditions that they currently have, they might
try
not
to dim one of the
be
lights.
able to receive
Try to dim one of
Affordable
the
Care
lights.
Act anymore with those pre-existing conditions. You
Oh,
think
try to
like
turn one of
the
the lights on.
life
I
insurance
want to see if it
policy or
looks like-
companies would be more lenient to those people that just want to receive it now because they're not being covered health-wise?
I'm not gonna say that they'd be a little more lenient, but it's still a pre-existing condition. So even with the affordable care being in place, they still might not qualify everywhere. However, if it goes away, if it don't, I still pretty much can help pretty much everybody out. You know, and that. I'm not sure. Did I answer your question for the most part? I had something on my mind, and I'm trying to keep it cool, but I'm like a real passionate type dude. So I'm trying to just be chill, but I'm extremely passionate about it, and I believe it. Anything else? Please think of anything. Shoot them at me. Because a lot of times people think it, don't ask it, and then God forbid something happen, and there's a GoFundMe to get you, take your family taken care of.
Well, my last question, what in the world is final expense insurance?
Final expense insurance is insurance strictly cover your burial. It's a small amount strictly cover your burial. It's a small whole life policy. It might be 10, 20,000, which would cover funeral expenses. So they consider final expense coverage.
Okay.
My man. Nice suit too, brother.
I know that, I've seen that, when you insurance, there's like a period between when you get it and when it becomes effective. Is that?
Depending on what company you're with. That's a great question, because I have people that says, I know I'm covered, blah, yada, yada, yada. I said, let me see your policy. And the policy, sometimes they have a 2-year waiting period. 9 out of 10 of the companies that I'm with, there's no contingency period. You know, so if I get you covered today, you got to get something happen to you tomorrow, they can pay out. That's a great question. That's a great question. Another thing, they have a lot of people that think they have life insurance and they got accidental death insurance, which is cool, right? But they say, I don't need no insurance. I got a policy. Let me see it. There's an accidental death policy. And what happens is if you don't happen, if something that happens to you, that's not an accident.
This so far, how you good on time?
They're not going to pay
Okay,
out.
we're gonna have a 5-minute information so everybody can cool off.
So I know myself,
you'll be ready to go up
I've worked in health accident and health insurance and some life insurance in the past. I know that there were some clauses where life insurance wouldn't pay out a benefit such as maybe natural disasters or acts of war. Is there any clauses like that where they won't pay out?
Depends on the policy.
Okay.
Depends on the policy. Depends, like, if you're in the military and you're in the war, you might don't qualify for insurance right now, but you're actually in the war, right? So there's different questions that's on the application.
Okay.
But a standard life insurance policy,
Right.
if anything was to happen to you, however, as long as everything you said on the application is correct,
Right.
you're good.
Okay.
You're good. I appreciate you, my man.
Okay. Again, thank Mr. Sharif Fennell Sr. for that portion. What we're going to do right now is we're going to wrap up this live video. We're going to have a small intermission. Then after that, we're going to do one more raffle. What's exciting, a lot of our people are starting to come in, and everything is cool so far, except the room. I'm going to work on that right now. So I thank everybody for coming out. After that, we're going to have a sample of the open mic night. Miss Serena Joy right over there. She's going to hook us up with some poems. I don't know if you ever heard of her. Follow her on Instagram. She's going to tell you all the information when she comes up. Then after that, we're going to have our next set of speakers. Our credit repair person is on the way. We're going to have our 2 home buyer and our real estate person talk to you all, and we're going to take it from there. All right, stay up. 1.
Right.